Hey everybody, Eagle Run 23 here. This is my beautiful 308 SFAR killer. Let me tell you more about it. Before we get into this gun, make sure you go to eaglerun23.com. I've just recently updated the ammo list that is found underneath the blog section. This is where I am putting together all of our best deals on ammo. You might find something you like on there. There's deals for 223, 5.56, 9mm, and we even included, as of today, there is a 308 Winchester. So I'm looking at some of the best deals on some of the match stuff and some of the federal premium stuff that I think this gun's gonna like, but also just some plinking and lower price 308. All the best deals that I can find, eaglerun23.com. Let me tell you about this gun, how we got here, and where we are going with this setup. Many of you are familiar with the Ruger SFAR 308. It came out in early 2023 and it kind of made a big wave. For the first time, we had a lightweight 308 that was the size of an AR-15, but was in the famous 308 caliber. It's available in a 16-inch and a 20-inch version. And from the very beginning, I thought, I want one of these. Now, side note, I do have one ordered, but in the meantime, we have decided that we are going to make our own version of a 308 SFAR Slayer, SFAR Killer. I'm gonna bring you in here close in just a minute, but basically what we're looking at here is a gun that is going to outshoot a SFAR. It needs to be less than 7 pounds minus the optic, and it needs to be able to cycle consistently with a readily available factory ammo. So if we're able to achieve the weight, we're able to achieve the accuracy, and we're able to achieve the reliability, those are the three categories that I'm judging whether or not I can beat the Ruger SFAR with a home build. All right, so I'm gonna bring you in here close and we'll talk about some of the things going on with this build. In the back here, we have a Magpul, I believe that's the SL. It's got a nice wide cheek rest, pretty comfortable, and I think it will serve us well. It does have the sling mount there in the back, a couple different ways to do that. And then we have a carbon fiber 308 lower receiver. This is a polymer carbon fiber infused lower, and it really is pretty lightweight. And then a Magpul grip, and inside there is a Palmetto State Armory trigger that I really like. As far as the hardware, we used a set from AT3 Tactical and then subbed in some of our upgrades like the bolt catch and things like that that aren't compatible with the AR-15. And the upper receiver is a DPMS high, and it's paired with a Faxon handguard. I do like this handguard, but it is, it's got that full Picatinny rail, and it's just a little heavier than it should be, but a really pretty design overall, and I do like this handguard. Down here on the end, I don't have a muzzle device on there. I'm planning on direct mounting a suppressor for our testing and running it suppressed with the same suppressor we use for 8.6 Blackout. And then up here on top, I did not know that I was going to be able to put a tract on here, but I found a really affordable tract. This is a bullet drop compensator reticle, and it's from Tract. It's kind of one of their budget line optics, but still crystal clear. I can't wait to shoot this and kind of see what it's capable of, and of course compare it to the Toric and some of their higher end models that we've got on some of our other guns. But I had to have a tract up top, and so I'm really happy to have that unit here. And it's got a worn mount. That is the mount that Tract sells and wants to see, I guess, on their optics. It's spinning this around. We can see on the other side we have a Faxon bolt carrier group, as well as a Faxon 16-inch pencil barrel. This thing is very lightweight. We're gonna get a weight on the entire setup here with and without the optic, and I'm hoping that I'm at 7 pounds or less. It's a pretty handy setup with that lightweight barrel. I'm hoping I'm close. I hope we did it. As far as ammo is concerned, I would really like for this to like this 168, but unsure. We have not test fired this gun yet. We are waiting on an adjustable gas block, which just came in today. I'll be installing that here after we make the video. Hoping for the 168 grain will work, but I've also got a couple of other choices. Here is a 168 grain match. I have a couple of boxes of these, but I've got quite a few boxes of these, maybe as many as 200 rounds of the 168. And then I think I've got a couple of boxes of the 180. So somewhere in there, we're hoping that this gun likes and will cycle reliably. Now, speaking of cycling and reliability, going with that adjustable gas block and going with the Trinity buffer, that's a captured buffer system, it really feels pretty good inside there. And big thank you to AT3 Tactical for that captured buffer. They sent that for us to try out, and I can't wait to try it out. And the last thing I have not talked about yet, we do have the Warhammer. It's a great value. I really like it. I've got 2 of these now, and that is also thank you courtesy of AT3 Tactical. I'm really excited to see where we end up on weight, and I'm excited to show this to you and compare it to that SFAR. It should be here in a couple of weeks. Hopefully by the end of the month, and we can compare it. My local guy wanted to order one in for me. He didn't have the 16-inch version in stock, which I think I'm going to get the 16-inch version. That way it's an apples to apples comparison. We'll do some function testing on this unit and see how it cycles, see how consistent we can be, and we'll go zero it, test some ammo for accuracy, and we'll take it out to the property and see if we can shoot some longer ranges, out to 300-400 yards. I've got pretty easy out there. And then in closing, we will be reloading for this caliber, and all of that will be over on Eagle Reloads. Hopefully we can find something that we like and maybe try to copy some of these loads that we see over here. All right, thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in a home build SFAR, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you next time.